Hey, in my last video, I did a Draculura x Hello Kitty Gal design, and for this video, I'll be doing Gloomy Bear x Clawdeen Wolf Gal design. Sounds fun, right? Well, the only problem is I only have 3 hours to do so. So let's get to the design. For this design, I was thinking evil Clawdeen Wolf from 13 Wishes, the Shadow Clawdeen Wolf. I thought it would fit perfectly for this design, obviously not copying the same thing, but giving that dark, evil, snatched look. That's what I was going for this Clawdeen Wolf. I also wanted to give her braids because for some reason Monster High is so afraid, or like they just don't give Clawdeen Wolf black representation enough. So her hair is usually straight and wavy, and we don't really get braids like box braids and stuff like that like the new G3 Venus Trap does. There's a lot of debate on whether Clawdeen is actually black representation or like she's just a werewolf and this and that. But anyways, the object heels. I was thinking of doing object heels. I was like, what if I do like a little bear paw heel? And I was like, okay, I think object heels are overplayed, so let's not go down that route. I just went with regular heels, but I wanted to make them like chic, cute, you know? Now for her face, like I said before, I wanted to go the 13 Wishes dark makeup look, and I added a touch of blood because Gloomy Bear has like blood on the mouth. So I was like, okay, let's add that to the mouth and the eye. Now keep in mind, this is just a sketch, so things will change. I know she looks wonky, but bear with me. No pun intended. Anyways, for her hair color, I decided to add some purple in there. I know she has purple hair in one of her designs before, so I thought this would be a perfect matchup. Purple, pink, gold, what can go wrong, you know? What can go wrong? I also decided to give her this leopard print on her face. I don't know. I just thought it would look cute. There's not many werewolf patterns to do on Clawdeen, so it's usually zebras and stuff. I gave her red eyes to match the blood, and I decided to take a break midway. Guys, we finally reached 2,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. So for that, I decided to do a nail set to celebrate and also match the vibes for this video. I don't know, I thought it would be fun, okay? For some reason, the nail polish was not working. It was like all clump. I don't know what happened to it. So I tried my best. I didn't have the right purple, and that blue looked awful. I had no green, so this was like, it was a fail. Anyways, I decided to open the Clawdeen Wolf drama reel. This is my first Clawdeen since like I was a kid, so it was very like, oh my gosh. I also never had the drama reel dolls, so this was very exciting. I had this doll last year, and I'm just opening it now, and I love the poster. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I love the amount of detail that went into the OG dolls. I don't know, I loved how they always looked. And her hair is so long and fluffy, but the problem is, it's all frizzy. Like, one day, if I learned how to curl her hair up, I would do it. I would try to give her like tight, pretty, beautiful curls. But anyways, that is it for the unboxing. Now, I believe it is time to go back to finishing this design. Wish me luck! As I said, I don't know what happened to that nail polish. I think it is no longer good because the layers were not layering and the colors were not coloring. But anyways, back to the drawing. I wanted to do this very cute, rawr, oh my gosh, pose. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh my gosh, oh goodness. Okay, so yeah, I did that kind of pose where she's kind of like jumping at you kind of, you know? And I was like, okay, this is very cute. It didn't take me too long. About around here, I was at just an hour, so I was doing really good so far. So I was like, okay, I may make it to the 3-hour mark. I might be able to do this. As I said, I kept the braids. I wanted to give her some leg warmers. I kept the shoes the same. I kept her skirt the same basically and gave her a new belt. And I also gave her this cute new sweater with the Gloomy Bear claws. I don't know, it's so cute. And I attempted to give her this chain because with Gloomy Bear sometimes has this like mask on their face, like some sort of restriction because it's a bear, you gotta be careful. So I decided to give her like chains on her arms to kind of give that little danger vibe, I guess you could say, but it was cute. So I decided to go with this purple color that she usually goes with, and I kept her shirt the same pink as it always has been, and I also gave the belt a reddish color like I said. I really love the hints of red. Honestly, I was surprised at how well these colors worked out together. Like, I really loved how they looked together. In the sketch, you can't really see it right now, but when you see the drawing, when a finished product is done, you'll see how it's just really good together. I did a brief sketch of her face makeup to see if it really fit with the outfit and her hair as well. You know, I didn't even realize how light brown Clawdeen's hair is. I don't know why it was not clocking to me, but it was not. I also kept the little Gloomy Bear's scrunchie. It's just so cute and adorable. Why not? I think it really gives that Gloomy Bear vibe while keeping her cute yet fierce at the same time. Then I started doing the lower part of her body. For some reason, I did not record that part, but don't worry, it was only like less than 30 minutes that I did those legs. Then I recorded it and I was right back on track. So right now, we're about an hour in. I still have 2 hours to finish this design, and the shoes were kind of giving me a problem, I'm not going to lie. I did not know what kind of shoes I wanted to give Clawdeen. So I decided to go with like the sandal heel kind of action with the buckle belt on top. I don't know, I just think it's a vibe. Then I gave her the leg warmers, as I said before, and she also has the net fish stockings. They're so cute. I kept her belt. I gave some spikes on there like her original design. And so far, things are looking really good. Like right about now, I was like about an hour and a half. An hour and a half! That's insane compared to last time. But what I'm really afraid of is the face card. That's what kind of messed me up my last video. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, I had so much fun coloring and doing the accessories. I did improve more on my line art. Obviously, I can do better. I can. There were some parts I had to go over again because my line art was not as clean as it should have been to make it easier for me to go faster. And the details, I need to spend more time on details. Like, I need to find a way to be more efficient when it comes to coloring in the details for my designs, because I spent more time coloring in the details and trying to make it look like details because of how much time I wasted during line art not focusing on the details. But I digress. We were getting through it. Oh my gosh, I was getting through it. I was getting through this drawing. Honestly, the progress wasn't as bad as the Draculura one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she was my first one getting back into the Monster High design, so the second one was more easier. Maybe it'll get easier the more I go along, so the next one may be even faster, who knows? I just loved shading in her jacket. Like, I always have like a certain thing that I love to color in during a design. This one was her jacket. I found it was so much fun doing her cute little jacket with her cute little Gloomy Bear paws. Oh my gosh, it was just beautiful. Obviously, when looking back at it, I started to realize the pose was a little bit weird, but luckily we have the lasso tool, so I can fix that up real quick. You see, she's kind of like leaning over too much. I wanted to give her like kind of reaching out vibe, but she was just leaning over too much a little bit. Anyways, like I said, I had the best time doing that jacket. I don't know if you can tell, but I had so much fun doing the claws and the jacket. They are my favorite part of her outfit, to be honest. Like, it's just so cute and adorable, and I feel like it matches Clawdeen. It's just her color palette. I also changed the shading of her leggings, not the leggings, but it is the leggings. I changed it because it was looking too gray. Like, we need color. Also, as you can see, my first sketch was not correct. So her head was too tiny and her legs were too tiny as well. Looking at the monster high proportions, their legs are like, not legs, but feet are like big and their heads are like huge. So I had to kind of get used to that proportion, and I had to tweak the design some to fit the monster high aesthetic. When I did the eyes, I did better this time. Last time, for Draculura, I struggled a lot with the eyes. A lot. I don't know what it was, but it was easy to do it on Clawdeen. I don't know what it is about Clawdeen. Maybe she's just that girl. Anyways, I did her makeup, and I had oh my gosh, I love doing her makeup. It was so much fun giving her this fierce, oh my gosh, just evil, fierce Clawdeen. I just loved it so much. And I kept the leopard design, and I think it fits so well. If I recall correctly, there is like a leopard design Clawdeen from a movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but she did have leopard in there. So it's kind of like an homage to that old one as well. Now, here I was like, okay, I have to do the hair. And I started panicking because I was like 2 hours in now. I had 1 more hour left. So I was like, okay, let me try to fix the pose first. Like I said, I really was panicking because I am not good at drawing hair. Especially like braids and stuff like that. That is like something I need to focus on more. So seeing how much braids I forced myself to do with this sketch, I was low-key I was really panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have gave her braids. I should have gave her locks or something. That would have been easier. But I stuck with the box braids no matter what. I also kept the chains on her arms, which I kind of came to regret later. Let me tell you why. The chains were so hard to draw for some reason. I'll talk about more later, but the hair, oh my gosh, the hair. I was about like 30 minutes in, so like an hour and 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of detail that has to go into the hair. And then I realized, like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the time limit if I actually spend time doing her braids. I can't do her braids. I'm just gonna have to color in the hair and just try to make it look like braids as much as possible. I couldn't really give her that beautiful braids, those box braids that look like box braids. I just had to speed up the process and just did a bunch of lines to try to give that box braid effect. And I was not happy about it. I was like, oh my gosh, why can't I do braids? I was so frustrated with myself. But I knew I had to just get this design over with. And in the future, I'll spend more time on learning how to draw braids and other different hairstyles. Like, as you can see, I'm just like hurrying up to just do like little braid forms to give that braid effect as much as I could at the time, because I was wasting time at this point. I really wanted to make the time frame, because last time I failed. I don't want to fail again. So I was like, okay, let's speed run these braids, get them down, and get it over with. After I was done with the braids, I ran into another problem, which was hilarious because I just dealt with this problem. I had no time to do the chains as well. Also, I forgot to mention, I put the purple in the hair. I think it looks pretty from afar. I also have to fix her silhouette some. But the chains, they were so infuriating to do because of the perspective and stuff, and I realized, oh, I don't have time to do chains perspective. This is gonna look horrible. These chains are gonna look like mashed up. I just had to let it go. So this was the design for Clawdeen x Gloomy Bear Gal. She looks pretty. I think she looks adorable. Definitely next time I do a project like this, I need to practice more on hair and details, like little accessories. I really struggle with that. I'm doing better with the line art, but I really need to focus on those things if I want to create a better design. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.